Okay, so it's 30 March 2025. We just got back from the bee place in Somerset, and we're going to add another hive to Bravo. Now, we're doing pretty good so far. It's been a decent year. We lost one hive, unfortunately. But we are ready to add on to the girls for this year. So I've got everything ready. Even though it's March, I do have a little extra feeding for them. Why not? Now this should be fairly easy here. It's been sitting up here for only a few minutes. I'm gonna transfer the girls, the frames from the nuke into the case. So I'm gonna put this down. I don't want to trip over anything here. So the box is ready to go. I've got extra frames, clean frames in here. And this plastic was just to keep all the other bees, local girls, out of the area. All right, so I'm gonna open this up. So we have a mite strip in here. We have 5 frames, and the girls are active. They're looking pretty busy here. I'm going to take a look at each frame as we put it into the hive. Make sure we have enough going on here. Okay, really heavy frame. These girls are eating nicely. So this was on the end, so I'm gonna put this one. There'll be one clean frame next to it. Just so I don't have to reach over. I'll come back to this side since I'm propping it up on the corner here. We'll keep everything in order. We have the mite strip. So we'll put this back where we found it. Second frame. Capped honey. And we've got some development of, I want to say drones for this time of year. All right, now I've seen some larvae. I know that's going to be in the middle, but we've got larvae right in the middle there. No distinct sunshine right now, so a little hard to see that. And, you know, these girls come unmarked. No marked queen, so I don't think I'm going to find the queen. Well, I can find the queen. I just have to look hard. All right, it's the third frame. I'm putting the, and a toothpick went down there. All right, remind me, I'll get another toothpick to put the mite strip back in place. We'll get the fourth frame. All right. So I see some larva action right in there, not a lot. But she's really mixing it in. So lots of nectar stores. And then right next to it is a developing larva. But all in all, you know, it's what we're used to seeing. The larva in the middle and the honey stores around the side. So yeah, a bit of a rainbow pattern, you might call it. I'm going to move this onto the ground. And I'm getting the last frame out. Pretty much the same deal going on here. Lots of nectar, but overall it's looking pretty good. So I'm excited. So I've got 2 frames on the end. I'm going to give them their bee space, just as they had inside their nuke. Sliding all the frames together. Trying to do that and not mush any bees. Okay, all right, so I'm going to add a little something for them. Now, they may or may not need this. I'll put the strap, the mite strip back in here. Now, as far as feeding, I'm gonna give them a small piece, pretty much sugar, and a pollen patty. Now, if they want it, great. If not, no big deal. At least it's here. We've had some rain recently, so it bodes well for them to actually be able to get other food at this time. And just so, I'm going to put another piece of pollen patty there. I do have the syrup. I'm going to add that now. Like I said, they may take it, they may not. All right, now we've got a box full of bees. So I'm going to put this on the corner and just tap it. Get the last of them out. And now, just let them get used to their new home. So I had the smoke ready to go. Didn't even need it. I don't think I ever need it with the new hives because the girls are pretty calm. So we're doing pretty good. All right, that's it. Let's get Delta. Let's get the one in Delta next. All right, we're here in Delta. This is the second of the hives that we purchased from Somerset. And I'm gonna put these right here. Like the other one, I opened it up earlier and let the bees start to orientate to a degree. And like the other one, I put a bag in there to make sure nobody else is trying to occupy the space. I'm gonna move one frame over and we'll get started. So, yeah, a lot of them up on top. That'll get them started there. Now I'm gonna divide these frames up because the frames have been in here for a while. The girls have already built up their own bit going on. All right, I expect the corner frames to be mainly nectar and honey, which is what we have. Most of the brood is going to be in the middle of the box. I do need to get some beetle traps, so we'll pick those up for next weekend. All right, second frame. An odd pattern, to be sure, but cat brood all throughout here. Now, normally we see the brood in the middle, but yeah, not on this one. Queen's doing her thing, just any and everywhere she can. And I'm not positive, but I think I found the queen. I think that's her right there. Huge, I know. So she's bigger than the drone. Interesting to see her. So we've got some big, now I'm almost positive that's the queen. All right, let's get this one in the box. You know, for baseline inspection, I'm happy just to see the queen. Actually, I'm happy to see the eggs, the larvae going. That's enough to keep any beekeeper happy. So this is the pattern I sort of expect. You know, with the drones, the larvae in the middle, and the honey stores around the sides. And yeah, definitely on this side as well. So looking good. Because the bees just come out knowing what to do. Capped honey, some nectar in the middle, larva's right in here. And the last frame, we have 5 frames in each box. Lots of honey on this one. I don't think the queen's been on this one, and this is all capped honey on this side, which is perfect. I love seeing this early in the year, which means they can do this for the 3 empty frames, and we'll be set. All right, so I'm gonna move all these together. And as before, I'm gonna give them a small piece of pollen patty. I mean, if they want it, great. If not, no big deal. At least they have it. I'd rather make sure that, you know, they eat, they have enough food while they get settled in their new home. And for that outright piece of sugar, 2 small pieces for them. All right, and the syrup jar. We'll install this in the very bottom. And that's it. Whoops, nope, not quite. Bees in the box. So we'll get them out. Calcitrant bees. All right, that's it. We'll put the top on. Try not to squish anybody, so. And that is it. Now I do need to make sure I have the sticks on underneath, which I don't. So I've got lifters so that we'll tilt the back of it up just a little bit so that when it rains, when the water hits the board, it won't collect inside the hive. You want the water to drain out. So, you know, if you don't have a lifter, you can always use a stick. Actually, they're called wedges. But I've got wedges in the car, so I'm gonna get wedges put on both sides so I can tilt the hive forward just a little bit. Other than that, I'm excited. Back up to a decent number of hives. We've got 14 going on right now, and the girls look good. March 30th, 2025. We've had some rain already. I'm expecting a good year.